As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Come on. Hey!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He stiff arms him. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Geno. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Geno. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Austin. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Quick hit here, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Smith. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off play action, Tannehill. And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Down Maggio is sent on now to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 15 now. Smith, throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. A dump off to Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here we go. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Geno now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 4th down, Smith. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Tannehill. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And it'll come out to the 25. Going to try and return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
There you go. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Caught on the slant. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Joseph's got it, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room of intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Smith off the bootleg. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 17.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, and this is incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's not back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets him that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up the...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Joe Mixon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side. There's London. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And Smith's throw taken in by London. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tannehill.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score, Vikings 31, Raiders 28.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions, so do I, about the decision there at the end. It had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed